Hi guys, it's Rob the Jersey Spider, and first and foremost today, I want to wish everybody a very, very happy new year. Hope it's a good one for everyone in 2026. One thing I forgot to mention in my last video is a gift I received from my daughter, and that's the Fobo 2 tire pressure monitoring system. I absolutely love it. I no longer have to go around with a tire pressure gauge and check to see what my pressure is. I can just open up an app and it'll show you exactly what the tire pressure is. Great product. I'm not going to go into a review of it. Coach Bob has one, Purple on 3 has one, Wander with Chris has one, and there's a bunch of other people that review them on YouTube. There's no sense in me doing it, but I will tell you, I highly recommend it. So today's video is going to be taking a little ride on the Can Am, and what we're going to do is we're going to test out my new Insta360 X5, and we'll see how this works with the 360 camera. I'm right now using my Insta360 Ace Pro, phenomenal camera, but that 360 camera is just incredible, absolutely incredible. There's a little picture, if you can see it, of the cap that goes on the valve stem for the Fobo 2, and if I open up my phone here, you can see it shows you the tire pressure. Left front 19.7, it should be 20, the front should be 20. And the fronts are both at 19.9, and the back's supposed to be at 28 pounds, and the back is at 27.8. Fantastic, I'm good with that. They're going to heat up when I ride anyway. But, okay, let's go. We're going to check out this new X5 camera and see how it works. Be right back. Okay guys, here we are. We're riding with the new Insta360 X5 360-degree camera. So when I edit this, I'm going to do different views and so forth, different perspectives, so you guys can see. Now, when I use my chin mount camera, my Insta360 Ace Pro, you guys get the perspective of looking at my dashboard through the windshield and then looking out and around. This camera, I can look anywhere. The only thing it doesn't capture is the dashboard. So let me know in the comments if you can, whether you think you like it better with the perspective looking from my chin out so you see the dashboard, or are you okay with this one where I can turn it and I can talk to you and you're looking at me for a bit, and then I can turn it around and you can see the front of the motorcycle and where I'm going. You won't see the dashboard, but you will see like the front, and you'll see the fender, the fenders. So let me know if you like that perspective, how I can change it up. It's amazing. And the other thing is, like, if I want to point out, like, I go like this and I go, hey, look at the Barnegat Lighthouse. I don't have to turn my head or anything. All I have to do is through the editing software, I just have to move the picture over there and I can zoom it in or whatever I want to do so that you could see it. So I really would appreciate the comments on what you think when this video is done and it's edited. Whether you think it's a pretty cool perspective, or whether you miss the perspective where you're looking at my dashboard, or you don't care. It'd be cool if you let me know. So the other thing I'm using right now is the Insta360 little microphone that I got for Christmas. And one of the, I would call him one of my friends on YouTube. He comments a lot. Recommended I get magnetic tape and put that inside the helmet, and then the little microphone that's about the size of a quarter will stick to that. So, I don't like that. I just noticed that the camera got loose here. I'm going to tighten it a little bit, and also I got to see if there's a lot of vibration. I'm going to tighten it more. So, okay, that's one thing I gotta look into, making sure this is good and tight on here so that it doesn't vibrate loose. But I got the magnetic tape and it didn't seem very magnetic. So how this little microphone works is there's a little magnetic disc, the same diameter as a little microphone, which is round, and it just sticks to that disc. So what I found to work better actually is I took a piece of painter's tape and I taped it to the inside of my helmet, the little disc, and then the microphone just magnetically goes through the tape and sticks. And I've shook the helmet, I've done all kinds of things to see if it falls out, and it does not. So it seems like a pretty simple solution. I do appreciate the suggestion of the magnetic tape, but for some reason, I guess the one I got off of Amazon just was not very magnetic, and I was not really confident that it wouldn't fall out. So now I'm not thrilled I'm taking a ride today because, as hopefully you can see, there is salt all over the road, but it is dry, so I don't think it's going to cause really a big problem with the undercarriage or anything. If it was wet and nasty and salty, then yeah, but I don't think with it being dry it's a big deal. Now, like I said, I'm curious too, like how much vibration. I can see it vibrating, and I don't know if that's going to be annoying when I go to edit this, but we'll find out. All right, seagulls, out of the way. It is a overcast day here in southern New Jersey, and it is about 34 degrees. Certainly not ideal temperature, but to be honest with you, I'll let this guy back up. Other than my legs being a little cold, I'm fine. It's not bad. I'm not going to take a long ride today, but I really was looking forward to testing out this new camera, so we'll see how it is. Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of vibration on the camera being hooked to the windshield. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be curious. I know it does have the image stabilization, but with a rapid vibration, I don't know. Little puppies. And I played around with the camera a little bit and just did some test videos, and I played around with the microphone, and I don't know how it's going to sound because right now obviously the microphone is taped to the inside of my helmet near my mouth. I'll try to talk a little quieter and not talk so loud, but the sound quality of this is incredible compared to the other cheap wireless microphone I have, which I used at the beginning of this video using my Insta360 X5 Pro. I used the cheap microphone, but this one, the sound quality is just absolutely incredible on it. Yeah, I know that person. It's my wife and my dog. So did any of my viewers get anything really cool for Christmas? Did anybody actually get a Can Am Spyder for Christmas? Or an F3? Or a Riker? If so, comment. I'll congratulate you, and I hope you're having fun on it. Again, for New Jersey, this is not the ideal time of year to be riding, but I don't care. I try to get out no matter what time of year it is. A lot of people walking their dogs today. So I'm trying to think the last time I rode this. It's been a couple of weeks because the weather has just been absolutely atrocious here. But when I started it today, now I've had it hooked up to the battery tender since the last time I rode it because it's very cold in the garage. It started okay, but it seemed like it was struggling a little bit. It wasn't real happy about it. And while it was warming up, I heard like a little bit of it sounded like kind of like a clunking sound, mild clunking sound coming from the engine, but since it warmed up, it seemed fine. Maybe it's just because it was cold and haven't run in there. I've got to say, a couple of weeks it's been. So the temperatures here have been, during the day, pretty much in the 30s. Maybe it'll reach 40 once in a while, but the overnights have steadily been in the 20s. So it's kind of cold, but it is January. So again, perspective with this camera. So as I ride, I can go, hey, look at this really cool house. It looks like it should be in California or something. And I can ride by it, and I can spin the camera, zoom in on it, and do it all through the editing software. I don't have to move my head anymore, which is pretty cool. So, like I was saying, I hope eventually I can just use this camera and not have to use the Insta360 Ace Pro anymore. Other than, I'll use it, but I'll use it for just like, you know, walking and introduction type things for the videos, and maybe I'll just use it for that. It's still a great camera. Now, the benefit to the Ace Pro, what is it, the Insta360 Ace Pro 2, is it has Bluetooth. So this microphone, this little one, just Bluetooths to this X5, but it'll also Bluetooth directly to the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. I have the first gen Ace Pro 1, and it does not have Bluetooth, so I have, when I use it, I have this big microphone sticking out the side of it. It's kind of goofy. It's got the transponder sticking out the side, and then I have the lapel mic, the Bluetooth, but it, you know, looks kind of goofy. I wish it did have the Bluetooth, so you would, you know, no wires or anything. This is fantastic, not having that wire going into my helmet. Building a new house here. So another probably another 3 months. So beginning of March, you're going to see these boats all being uncovered and people start gearing them up for the spring. I look forward to that time, but I always say to people, don't wish your life away, so enjoy every moment. So I was saying Happy New Year to everybody. You know, 2025 was a little tough for me. I lost my father in 2025, so, you know, if any of you folks lost somebody close to you in 2025, I really hope 2026 is a better year for you too. So, no cars here. You can see out there, they're dredging out here. So, they actually have an airboat that you hear start up. You can hear from my house. And they started up near here. And my house is like, I don't know, a mile or so away. And you can hear that airboat start up. I don't know what kind of engines it's got on it, whether it's got a Chevy Small Block 350 or something with open headers, but boy, is it loud. You can hear that sucker from a mile and a half away. And you guys can see all the boats, most of them covered up. I mean, this guy didn't, but it's that time of the year in New Jersey. So, young people, I've said it before, young people absolutely love these spiders. They see it come at them, and almost every kid waves when you ride by. They just stare at it, look at you as you go by and wave. It's they're cool looking machines. So I'm curious, anybody behind me? Let's see what my tire pressure is now, out of curiosity. Let's see. Okay, so for some reason, the right front is 20.5 pounds. No, correction. The left front is 20.5 pounds. The right front is 19.9, and the rear is 28.6. So I don't know why the fronts are off by a little bit. It's kind of weird. You'd think they'd be the same. I'm drifting over a little bit. Put my glove back on. So I'm probably going to schedule, I would say the end of this month, I'm going to schedule my spring service for this. I had mentioned in other videos my right front, when I go to brake hard, there's a pretty good vibration in it, and it's got to be the brake rotor is warped. So apparently it is a somewhat common problem with these, with the rotors warping. If any of you guys follow Morton the vlogger, he offers this new upgraded rotor for these that it sounds like he pretty much guarantees won't warp. So in the spring I may order a set of those and have the dealer install them, because apparently, you know, if I put the same ones back on again, it's apparently might happen again. It's a common problem with these. Now the ones from Morton, I think they're pricey for the 2 rotors. I mean, obviously they come in a pair, but I think they're somewhere around $500 for a pair of rotors, which is a lot. But if they never warp again, it's as expensive as it is. It's worth it to me to maybe get them. All right, I'm gonna turn here. And I think I'm pretty close to home. I think I'm going to head back and edit this and see what it looks like, because I am really curious about it. And I'm curious what your opinions are. So again, if you guys could let me know, well, first, if you guys could give me a thumbs up and a subscription to my little channel, I'd really appreciate it. It would help. And if you guys could comment on the perspectives that I'm giving you with this new camera compared to my old one, and whether you miss that angle of looking at the dashboard or it doesn't really matter as long as you see the front of the motorcycle and the perspective of where I'm going. If you could comment, I really would appreciate it. All right, guys. So once again, Happy New Year to everyone. Stay safe, be healthy, happy riding, and we will be talking to you guys soon. Take care.